Okay, so a lot of people are really concerned about my thoughts on long distance relationships. Okay, well, here's the thing. I think they can work for certain people. And by certain people, I mean anyone who has self-control and morals. Yeah. So, I remember one time I was talking to my friend, and she lives in Florida. And Florida, she lives in FA, and she really liked this girl from Maryland. And they had been talking. And girl from Maryland liked girl from FA. Here's the thing. Girl from Maryland says to girl in FA, I'm falling in love with you. Girl from FA gets freaked out and says, hey, we have to just be friends. Because I don't want to break your heart, and I'd probably cheat on you. Okay, it's not distance that makes you cheat on someone. It's a lack of respect for them and yourself, combined with a little bit of lack of self-control. Alright, so say I'm at college. I'm at college. And I meet this girl that I really like. I like you. And we start dating. Now, we both go home for summer break. That's a solid, 5 months? It's a long time. May, June, July, August. Okay, so 4 months, I guess. Still a long time. Okay. I'm not going to see you for 4 months. There's a lot of distance between us. Do I cheat on you because I'm not going to see you? No. Because we have a relationship, I have self-control, and I like you. Same fucking concept, just a longer amount of time. And then there are those people who are like, well, I'm used to seeing the person I like and being able to cuddle with them and kiss them. Or no, not the person I like, the person I'm with. Bitch, no you're not, you're single. Like, what the fuck? You're not used to anything except being single. Okay, and I just don't, they definitely work. And I also don't see why it's so bad to meet someone online. Because I feel like with long distance relationships, it's kind of like a permanent therapy session. Because you have to have really good communication skills. And you have to talk a lot. Like, you're forced to. Like, you fucking have to. So if you have a problem with me, we can't just ignore it and have sex instead. Like, that's just not gonna work. Because, like, we can't do that. Plus, I'm not that kind of girl. Lols. But, yeah, it's just, I don't know. I feel like you have to get to know the person. And looks don't really matter in long-distance relationships. Because if they're really ugly, you can just, like, not look at their pictures. Oh my god, that sounded awful. But, like, it'll make you like them. And then you'll have to accept their ugliness. If you're shallow, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I think it can work just as long as you talk a lot and will see each other someday. I feel like long-distance relationships work a lot in high school because, like, you can't really, especially if you're, like, I don't know, I feel like long-distance relationships are kind of, like, a good thing if you're, like, LGBTQ. Because, especially in high school and shit, like, you're not gonna meet a lot of other, like, out kids. So sometimes you have to, like, meet kids on the computer, which is sketch. I know, it's sketch. Guilty of doing that. And actually ended up being a really long-term relationship. And then I ended up, she was from Jersey, and I'm from upstate New York. So then when I went to school, we saw each other a lot. And it worked well for a while. We dated for a year and a half. It was really good when we were together. But actually, I think things got worse when we saw each other in real life a lot, because whenever we were together, we were either fighting or fucking, and, like, well, that's how my roommate put it. I don't like the word fucking, but that's what my roommate said. So, I don't know, because we had, like, I don't know, the whole communication level was gone, because we didn't have to talk a lot. But, I don't know, I think long-distance relationships can work, because I don't think that relationships are contingent upon sex, so I think they work. I think they're cool. A lot of people don't really hold them as valid, but I don't know, it's still a real person on the other end of the phone, or computer, I guess. I think if you're gonna have a long distance relationship, you need to use the phone. It can't be like all internet based, because like that's sketch. And I don't know. I think they're cute, because it means, I don't know, you put in a lot of effort, so you know that the other person wants to be with you. If you're gonna put in a lot of time and shit, I don't know. And then it's more exciting when you do get to see them on your little occasional visits, and then you always have something to look forward to, and you have those cute little countdown things. I don't know, I think they work. I think that the excuses people give are bullshit. And people like frown upon like meeting people online, but honestly, like, I'd be more comfortable meeting someone on the computer than I would at a fucking bar. Like, that's sketchy. Like, you go to bars to find people to hook up with. Like, you're not, you know? And I like girls, and I like girls who look like girls. So most of the time, I don't know that a girl who looks like a girl who likes girls actually likes girls, because it's not like obvious and in your face. So I don't know, the internet is useful for me sometimes, because I don't like dating girls at NYU. That makes me uncomfortable, because what happens when we break up? We have to see each other around campus. While we're on the topic of breakups, like, okay, so lesbians who like are dating and like use like a thing, like a, I hate the word, but like a strap on. What happens when you break up? Who gets it? Have you ever thought of that? And then like whoever gets it, like, do you actually use it with someone else? Like, or do you have to like buy a new one every time you're in a new relationship? Something I've always thought about. I think that's kind of weird. I don't know. That's weird to me, I think. No, oh my god. Oh, and also with long distance relationships, like, breakups can either be a lot easier or they can be a lot harder, because they can be easier because you don't have to see the person, and it's like that whole out of sight, out of mind thing. But it can also be harder because with long distance relationships, you tend to put a lot more in, and like you're a lot more emotionally invested. So like not talking to that person before you fall asleep anymore, or like not like talking to that person for the 2 hours a day you are used to could kind of suck and feel like shit. And like if like there are no like run-ins, like accidental things, except accidental calls and texts, which totally happen and can be really awkward. But like you can't just like happen to be at the grocery store and like, oh, there's said X, and it's like, oh, hey, how are you? And like, oh, hey, and then you talk and are friends again and happy. Like, the other person has to want to talk to you again. So I don't know, that can be difficult if you're the person who wants to talk and they're the person who doesn't want to talk. I don't know, but I feel like long distance relationships are cool, because then once you finally do meet the person, like you talk so much and you're so connected that it's like you know the person and you're so comfortable, and it's not awkward to like hug them or kiss them and stuff. Not being suggestive. But yeah, I don't know. I guess those are my thoughts. Those are the thoughts I have. Feel like it's just as easy to cheat on someone you see all the time than it is to not see someone, than to cheat on someone you don't see all the time. Because if you're not getting that emotional aspect, you're gonna go elsewhere for it. Because bitches want to be appreciated, especially lesbians. They're crazy. I just covered so many things in like one video, and I didn't elaborate on anything, and the people who asked me are probably gonna be pissed. Pissy pants. Just ask me again, like on Form Spring or something, and I'll get elaborate. And yeah, it's not a coincidence that the song is playing, because it kind of ties in with the whole. You can meet someone online, have a long distance relationship, and not really know them, but know them and be in love with them. Yeah, I don't know. Just the beginning really fits. I feel like you can manipulate any song into any circumstance, really, but this one actually does kind of fit, I think. But my friends are on their way home here, not home, here from Darien Lake, so they're gonna be here soon. So I should go finish getting ready for them. I just felt like doing this before they came here, because it'd be awkward if I did it while they were here, and I wanted to get this done. So, they're finished getting ready. Maybe even eat some cake, because I still have leftover birthday cake. Because yesterday was my birthday, and I turned 19, and I only have 365 if it's leap year, days left of this teenage angst bullshit. Okay, bye.